And welcome back one more time for a video. So, I'm actually changing things up just a little bit. I'm actually gonna bump my Star Wars videos up to 2 a week because they've been seeming to get some really positive feedback, and I appreciate people who actually enjoy them. So we're talking Luke Skywalker in this one. Where is he? What's he doing? Why is he not in the poster? Why is he not in the trailer? I mean, besides that little. Besides that, what's his role going to be more or less in The Force Awakens? Now, I pretty much answered why Luke's not in the, or pretty much addressed why Luke's probably not in the poster. We're focusing on some of these. He's probably not a main part of this episode of this trilogy. He's probably going to have a greater role in the next 2 movies, but I think they're saving him for the 3rd act. But that out of the way, what's Luke's deal? What's he been doing? I feel like I'm talking to Luke. What you been doing since the whole Death Star thing? 30 years later, man. Let's chat a little bit. But no, what is Luke's role? Now, if you read some of the Aftermath comics, and I found out it was Aftermath that the Knights of Ren or the Vader cults were mentioned. I did find that out. So I believe it was also Aftermath too, or Weapon of the Jedi, one of the two. Where Luke makes a promise to restore the Jedi Order, to bring the Jedis back. Clearly, as Force Awakens starts, that hasn't really happened yet. He's MIA right now. Where is Luke? The thing about this is that it would almost lend some credence that Luke maybe trained some of the Knights of Ren, especially if Kylo happens to be a Solo, which is my personal theory right now. Kylo's a Solo. Or no, I think he's a Solo. In fact, I think him and Rey, I think I mentioned this at one point. I think Kylo Ren is Kylo Solo, and Rey is Rey Solo, or, Organa, whatever. They're siblings, and I think Finn's actually the Skywalker. That's what I think. But I could be completely wrong. We haven't even taken into consideration Poe Dameron or Domhnall Gleeson. Hux? I can't remember the General Hux, I think, or something like that. Anyway, him, Domhnall Gleeson's character. We haven't even taken, because it's rumored he might be a double agent. But we're talking about Luke right now. What is Luke doing as of right now? Well, right now he seems to be just contemplating things, contemplating his place in the galaxy and his part in the Force, I guess. But the question is, why has he been MIA for a while? Now, I've heard a lot of theories going around, like maybe people who didn't know what the Emperor was, didn't know he was a Force user and a Sith Lord, don't trust Force users, so maybe he said, you know what, maybe I should just take a step back, collect myself, continue my training in the Force, because he was a Jedi, but he was not the strongest Force user at the time. The Emperor was kicking his ass. So, and let's be clear, 30 years later, a aged Luke Skywalker who's now master, and let's be clear, 30 years later, you bet your ass he's a master in the Force. Who's a master in the Force, who's, just been living out his days in peace for the time being, waiting for the right time to come back. But why? Why has he been gone? Why? Maybe he tried at one point to recreate the Jedis, and it failed, and that's maybe how the Knights of Ren maybe also got partly started. Maybe they were Vader worshippers, and they saw Luke as, you are the son of Vader. We must follow you. And he tried to teach them the light side, but it's like, no, Vader's cool. Dark side, look, dark red lightsaber, because Vader's awesome. No, Vader's cool. Maybe that went wrong, and the whole Jedi thing failed. It's like, oh crap. I gotta get out of here. So that could have happened. I think though that if my personal theory right now, because the Force has clearly been in remission for a while. That's why the Force Awakens. New Force sensitives are coming to being. Finn being the obvious Force user, Rey possibly being another one down the line. We'll be seeing more. Some kid accidentally let loose that he's going to be a Jedi in Episode 9. And I'm sure, like, Disney's just like, yeah, could you duct tape your kid's mouth for a couple of years? So, yeah, that kid accidentally spilled that information. I don't know who the actor is, but this kid spilled the information on that. But, my personal theory is that after the whole... Because I didn't actually read Aftermath or Weapon of the Jedi. After the whole incident with the Emperor, after that, the Empire was still there. it was still there, and it's now been refurbished into the new First Order. I think he realized that he couldn't do it all on his own, and that he just wasn't strong enough at the time. So he's now been spending a lot of years training in the Force, just being immersed in it, just trying to be as best he could, while maybe keeping an eye out for Force sensitives. And they just haven't been around. And Kylo Ren, I think, and the Wrights are busy down hunting Force sensitives, either assimilating them into their ranks, or just, axing them off. But now it begs the question, what's his role in... First of all, what's his role in Episode 7, and then what's his role maybe in the series as a whole? Well, first off, I don't think he's showing up until the final third of the movie. I agree with a lot of people on that. I think they're going to hold that Luke bullet in their chamber until the right time to let it loose. And then when we all see Luke, we're going to be like, Luke! Yeah! And we've seen the promotional photo for him. He's in Jedi robes. He's in Jedi garments. He looks like Obi-Wan, except with a slightly less gray beard. And for what it is, he got back into shape pretty well, too. Mark Hamill got back into some decent... I mean, he's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. I'm taking growth hormone shape. Anyway, he doesn't need to be. He just needs to be this aged Force user who could still kick your ass if possible. Now, how they meet up with Luke, that's going to be an entire different conversation together. I mean, what do we get from the trailer? We know that... We don't even know what they're really looking for. We know that Boyega is given Luke's lightsaber. He somehow gets his lightsaber. Now, here's an interesting thought. What if they get the lightsaber? Leia, they hand it to someone who hands it to Leia. I think that's the Pita Nwanga character. She hands it because you see it's a little alien here, and she hands it to it. And I think they give it to Finn or Rey, and Finn holds it, but they're not certain. Something's going to happen. They find Luke at some point. That's going to be the case. And it's like, this is yours, isn't it? It's like, no, this was my father's. My master gave it. His master and my master in turn gave it to me. And now I give it to you. Use it wisely. Or use it well. And remember, the Force will always be with you. Something along those... I think if they're going to maybe try to give it back to... First off, Luke has a lightsaber still. Well, he technically tossed his lightsaber, and we don't actually see it on his person when he leaves the second Death Star. He has a lightsaber still. He probably made another one if that one got destroyed. But what if they try to, as I give it to Luke, Luke just looks it over and then just like, no, it belongs with you now, son. I'm holding on to that Finn the Skywalker thing. I'll hold on to it till proven wrong. And you know what? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. That's just the way it is. In fact, I'm probably wrong in most... that being said, I don't think I'm wrong in the Solo thing with at least Rey. I think Rey is a Solo. I think that's the only one I might be completely correct on. But, yeah, what if that's the case? They give it to Luke, and then Luke's basically going to be playing the Obi-Wan mentor part, I think, throughout most of this. Up until him and Snoke go toe-to-toe. That I think is almost a guarantee that him... First off, Luke's going to fight at some point in this series, just like Obi-Wan had to fight in the beginning of episode, or the end of episode 4. But it's going to be with new effects. The fact that I don't think Mark Hamill's anywhere near as old as Alec Guinness was, I don't think so. I think Alec Guinness was in his 60s or 70s. You know what? I don't like doing this on the spot usually, because usually I just like having this information up. But I gotta know Star Wars. A New Hope. Okay. Oh, how old was Alec Guinness in the first Star Wars? Because this does. I mean, don't get me wrong. Health wise and all that. It's things change and all that. And I'm certain that. Well, first off, how old is Mark Hamill right now? Mark Hamill is. They don't actually give you his age on this. They only give you his date of birth, which is annoying. Assuming they're still alive, then they'll give you the date of death, too. Okay, so he was born in 1969. No, he wasn't. He was born in 51. So, hold on, 49, 41. No, he's only 64 right now. So Mark Hamill's only 64. And then we go to Alec Guinness. Let's see, Alec Guinness. Oh, there we go. Alec Guinness, Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now he born and died. He was holy crap! Died. He died in 2000. Wow, he was still. That makes sense. He was around for the other movies. I actually could have swore he died shortly after the original Star Wars, but no, he died in 2000. So, let's see. Died in 2000 at the age of 86. Now you scale back 23 years, so he was only 60. He was the same age as Luke. Okay, so screw what I was talking about there. He was the exact... Mark Hamill and him are the exact same age. Well, Mark Hamill's the exact same age as Alec Guinness was in the New Hope for Force Awakens right now. So now that being said, I think he's in better shape because in today's day and age, you can. I mean, again, you look at Stallone, you look at Schwarzenegger, especially look at Schwarzenegger particularly. He actually has really gotten back into shape when we saw how much he let his body go. I'm the Governator. I must terminate the sandwich, this delicious sub. Okay, that's enough of that. There you go, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Star Wars movie. Never going to happen, and I would never want it to happen. So yeah, but no, I think he's going to play the Obi-Wan role for this. But I think he's going to be around at the very least for a good portion of the second movie, or whenever throughout. He's going to live through the second movie. I think he'll either live through the third one or finally bite it with a new Jedi Order established in the third one. I think if he does go out, he goes out in the third movie, I say. But yes, you don't have Mark Hamill there. You don't have Luke Skywalker there. After 30 years immersed in the Force, basically being a Grandmaster Jedi, probably putting even Yoda to shame at this point, and not have him fight. Now, great, we may see like two different versions of that. We may see him using the Force, using that to fight, but we'll very well probably see him don his lightsaber again and be like, Vrr. Now, does he have the same lightsaber, same design, same color? Ooh, who knows? Now, I've also heard a theory that maybe he could be the antagonist. No, he's not the antagonist. In the expanded lore, and what they call now Star Wars Legends, the stuff that's no longer canon, that used to be canon, he did go to the dark side for a time. In fact, he was trained under a clone of Emperor Palpatine. May that never come to light that we cloned the Emperor. There's rumors that one of the plot points is that Kylo is trying to clone Darth Vader. I will reiterate, may that never come to light that is in fact a plot point. Now, if it is, I'll try to accept it as best I can, but the cloning of a character is just stupid. I've heard theories that Kylo Ren is Luke Skywalker. You know what? I'm going to save that for a completely another video, because that needs to be addressed. Just like, that's one of those rumors that's on par with Batman not being Bruce Wayne and Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. If you've seen, and I know I'm going on a tangent, but real quick, if you've seen this on Movie Pilot, which... I go to Movie Pilot for sources I know are confirmed, for stories I know are confirmed, so I can use it like as a link. But the problem with Movie Pilot, and someone's burning wood, smells nice. So the problem with Movie Pilot is that they'll let anyone post anything, short of like tits and like nerdy and hardcore pornography. So one guy posted this entire theory, and he was adamantly defending this theory that Batman's not Bruce Wayne, Batman Dawn of Justice. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. He is, I think, Slade Wilson, and that we'll see the Christian Bale Batman come back. And it's actually the tie into the Nolan universe. And I'm like, this is stupid. I can't even read this entire theory because this is just freaking stupid that you believe this. And he's adamantly defending. It's like, I don't see any proof. Where do they mention that he's Bruce Wayne? Where do they mention he's Bruce Wayne? Are you that much of a conspiracy nut? That naive? That's just uninformed to really believe that Batman and Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice is not Bruce Wayne? That's basically the level of not quite the level of the Kylo Ren as Luke Skywalker, because there is at least a little bit more justification for that. But it's not the case. It's not the case. Neither of those are the case. Kylo Ren he's a separate actor. So yeah, but I had to just briefly touch on that. But yeah, that's what I think about Luke Skywalker right now. I think that they're saving the Luke Skywalker bullet for the third act. We might see him do something combat related. Maybe he'll just fend off Kylo Ren, who will be in more movies, I believe they've said. Benicio del Toro will be another villain in the next movie too. But yeah, I think he'll just maybe like own Kylo at one point with like a little bit of force powers or something like that. Ragdoll him. I think I made a mention that'd be pretty fun. and that he's going to be a major presence through the next 2 movies. But right now, he's not the main focus. Han and Chewie and Leia are the more main focus of the older cast that especially Han and Chewie. Han and Chewie are going to be 2 of the big ones for this movie. And that Luke will be around in the 3rd act. I'm more certain he's going to live through the 2nd one. And if he does go out, he goes out in the 3rd movie. That's with a newly established Jedi Order. So that's my thoughts on Luke Skywalker, his role in The Force Awakens, what he's been doing, what's going on with him right now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. So it's Halloween this week, or the Halloween week. I got Halloween reviews to do. I've got some Halloween stuff. I got a Halloween-based Who Would Win. I'll actually do one more Star Wars video, too, because as I think I said at the beginning of this, I'm going to up my Star Wars videos to 2 a week now, because people actually seem to be digging my Star Wars videos, and I appreciate those of you who watch them and dig them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.